South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law in an unannounced late-night TV address on Tuesday. He claimed the emergency martial law was an inevitable measure for the perpetuation of the Republic of Korea. He aimed to eradicate shameful pro-North Korea anti-state groups and uphold the constitutional order. In other words, the opposition parties had become too aggressive, and the president felt he could no longer govern, thus calling for a decisive battle. But aside from these statements, there was an undeniable factor. Yoon Suk-yeol's rage was sparked by his wife, Kim Keon-hee's bribery scandal. The opposition parties relentlessly pursued it, and there was even a possibility that Kim Keon-hee would end up in prison. Unable to bear it any longer, Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law. The martial law order prohibited activities of the National Assembly and local assemblies, as well as political activities, political associations, gatherings, and protests. This was essentially a coup, surprisingly led by the president himself. Large numbers of citizens, undeterred by the martial law, protested in the freezing cold to stop the military from entering the National Assembly. In normal martial law situations, the military would be mobilized, armed, and there would even be gunfire. But in South Korea, the military was rather slick. While they had to carry out orders, they deployed special forces. But any excessive use of force would be subject to investigation, and it's certain that such actions would be held accountable. Thus, the military seemed relaxed, in fact, even letting things slide. Many lawmakers still managed to enter the National Assembly, and opposition leader Lee Jae-myung calmly climbed over the wall to enter while broadcasting live. Despite obstacles, 190 lawmakers successfully entered the assembly, surpassing the necessary quorum. The vote was 190-0 to rescind the martial law order. In this moment, the ruling and opposition parties, who had previously been at odds, put aside their differences, shook hands, and unanimously agreed. The martial law order from Yoon Suk-yeol was invalid. With his allies abandoning him, Yoon Suk-yeol had lost. In the early hours of December 4th, he was forced to announce the withdrawal of the martial law troops and the revocation of the order. Now is the president's most dangerous moment. He has three options. Either he resigns voluntarily, bowing out, or he is impeached and driven out of the presidential office, or like Roh Moo-hyun, he may choose to say goodbye to life.